Hi everybody! How's everyone doing? I'm back with another video. I wanted to follow up with the last video that I did about posture and frame and do a part 2. And I also wanted to give you an update on the studio. We heard from the governor last week about reopening the state and his phase 1 plan. And we're more basing our opening towards the idea of gyms and salons, services that have close contact. So he didn't really include that in the phase 1. So we're just waiting to see when it's going to be safe for us to open the studio. Of course, I'm going to keep you guys updated with that. So as of right now, we're going to remain closed until we feel that it's safe for us to open again. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. And I hope to see you guys on the dance floor soon. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to give you a little bit more information with posture and frame and go a little bit deeper into some other things and other points I wanted to make. So, first thing, some concept I'd like to start to talk about is our lines in our body. We have 3 lines / shapes that we want to think about when we're dancing, particularly the smooth dances again. So we have a vertical line, a horizontal line, and what we call frontal curve. So ladies, I'm going to start to talk about how we want to be in frame with our partner and getting that kind of away shape from our partner. So I'm going to turn around. So when I put my arms up in frame, I have a vertical line, a horizontal line, and then I have what's called frontal curve. So I'm going to turn to the side. Frontal curve is, if I were to take my vertical line, which is down my back, I can have curve going forward in my body from that vertical line. So I can go from flat, I can have curve going forward, okay? So flat and forward. So I'm just taking that vertical line and I'm creating a little bit more of a curve in the front part of my body. So I'm not going back, I'm trying to take this and bring it forward. So flat, forward, flat, forward. Okay, so that's a really good exercise that we can practice, particularly for our followers, because this is where we get that illusion. You know, you see some ladies that are really look like they're bent over backwards in their frame. It's really coming from their frontal curve. So that's really an exercise that we can do. If you put your hands just on the top of your chest and you stand trying to create that vertical line, and then I'm just going to bring my frontal curve forward and back, and forward, and back, and forward, and back. Okay? So, when I'm doing my frontal curve, this is going to counterbalance my head going backwards. If I were to simply just bring my head backwards, now I'm really kind of crushing my lower back, and I'm really not giving myself a good position. So when I'm doing that, I'm going to go on this side now. As I'm giving that frontal curve and I bring my head back in frame, see, now I can have that martini glass position but still be in balance. So I'm not taking everything back, I'm actually bringing my frontal curve forward as I bring my head back. So that's something you can practice as well. Just kind of trying to stand, start with that vertical line, keeping my horizontal line from my elbow to my elbow, and I'm going to bring that frontal curve forward and my head back into the left, and then come back to neutral. Head back, frontal curve forward, and bring it back. So you should be able to be in this position and not have to hold on to your partner. Obviously, if you're alone, you can't hold on to your partner. And that's good. You should be able to do it on your own. That freaking hurts. Because I haven't danced. Okay, So everybody's amount of frontal curve and head going back is going to be different. Typically mine would probably be more. Not lately because I haven't danced in a long time, but if yours is only about here, that's okay. If you feel like when you're practicing this, it hurts your lower back or you're losing balance, you're probably doing too much. Because again, we don't want to have to rely on holding our partner, grabbing onto our partner. It's not going to end well, okay? So once again, hands to the chest, trying to keep a horizontal line from elbow to elbow, vertical line from all the way down your spine, frontal curve forward, head back, and back to neutral. Frontal curve forward, head back, and back to neutral. All right, great. Okay, now we're going to start to talk about the vertical line and the horizontal line, and this can go for leaders and followers. And how when we start to incorporate shaping and sway, we have to try to maintain the vertical and horizontal lines. All right? Whenever we have shaping, body rotation, any of that, we really want to try not to destroy the lines in our bodies. Then we're really not leading with our bodies anymore. All right? So, first, if I'm in frame, and to make this kind of universal, I'm actually just going to bring my hands to my chest. So whether you're a leader or a follower, it's going to be the same concept. So we're going to put our hands on our chest. I'm going to turn around. Okay? So you see my vertical line and my horizontal line. So what I'm going to do, if I have sway in my body, okay, I'm going to make sure that I don't crush and destroy my vertical line. You see, now I've got a big curve in my back when I'm doing it, and I definitely don't want to sway and bring one side down and one side up. Again, I'm really not keeping the lines that I want to keep. So I'm going to try to keep both lines. As I sway to the right, I'm going to lift my left side up. See, now I'm able to keep that line in my back and keep the line from elbow to elbow. And then I'm going to come back to neutral. Now I'm going to lift my right side. And then I'm going to come back to neutral. Lift the left side, come back to neutral, lift the right side, come back to neutral. So that's something you can think about doing, practicing. So if I'm going to sway to the right, I'm not going to crunch my right side down. I'm actually going to lift my left side up, like I'm reaching up to the diagonal. And that way I can keep that line from my head all the way down my spine and come back. Reach and come back. All right? So that's how we can keep our lines and our sway and really keep all of our blocks stacked and not start moving things back and forth. Okay, last exercise, rotation in the body while trying to maintain a vertical and horizontal line. So rotation, we see this all the time, especially leaders. We talk about rotation with leaders a lot, saying, okay, if I'm going to lead my lady in a twinkle, I have to rotate left, I have to rotate right. Well, as I do that, I have to make sure I'm maintaining my horizontal line, not doing things like this, which happens a lot. Okay, we don't want to turn our right arm back because now look, I don't have that horizontal line. So here's another exercise we can do. I want you to stand, my feet are slightly apart, by the way, during all of this. I have my horizontal line from my elbow to my elbow. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate that entire horizontal line to the right. I'm going to come back to the middle, take that whole horizontal line to the left, come back to the middle. Whole horizontal right, back to the middle, left, back to the middle. Now to give yourself more of a challenge, you're going to try to isolate your head and keep your head still looking forward while rotating your frame. And back to the middle. Back to the middle. So I'm picking a spot on the wall to look at while I'm rotating my body. Let's try it again. Rotate. come back, rotate, come back. Again, everybody's amount of rotation when you first start is going to be different, all right? You don't want to get that in the habit of bringing that arm back, okay? If you feel like, oh, I can't quite get there, I'm going to do this. No, go as far as you can, even if it's only here, that's okay right now, until you practice it. But try to really concentrate on keeping elbow to elbow really, really in one line. Okay, I hope this helped you. These are really great things to practice at home because once you add a partner, you're not really going to be thinking about this necessarily. You're going to be thinking about other things, like I've said in the past. I hope you guys have been dancing, practicing at home, and I'll see you soon.